It's very difficult, if you are, well, in the world of celebrity, also mixing it in the royal world, because if you're not necessarily attached to one or the other, there's a thin line, isn't it? Where do you go? But of course, some people manage it very well. Ideally, I would say somebody like Mike Tyndall and his wife Zara, the daughter of the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. They know exactly where to draw the line. They're fun, they're open, and they don't mind being, snapped and doing various things. They're not working royals, as are not, of course, the Duke of York. And what's interesting about that particular story, when you think about it, is this. Because when you look at the bigger picture and you see, well, there's Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice, they're sort of having a very normal life. They're able to cross over barriers, go to things, but they have the privilege of the Royal Association, so naturally things come their way too. What's really interesting though is, as I've often said, Princess Eugenie's association with the then unknown Meghan Markle raised a lot of eyebrows and, more importantly, a lot of questions. And here's what I found out. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today, and thank you for joining me. Nice to have your company. It's a funny thing, as I said, I've met both princesses, lovely girls, good fun by the way, a little like their mother, a bit cheeky, not at all what you imagine, and not at all what you'd imagine they're going to say, you know what I mean? But what I find fascinating about the two girls is that they've managed to keep their normal lives, They both enjoy a very sort of semblance of normal life. And as it pointed out before to you, the fact that Meghan Markle suddenly became friendly with Princess Eugenie more predominantly than Beatrice, and she never thought to ask exactly, well, what role did her father have, given the fact that he was Duke of York or indeed a prince, just doesn't bear fruit. And as I told you, according to sources, Meghan asked a lot of questions about the British monarchy. So again, a bit of a farce to say that in fact she knew nothing when she got engaged to Harry. But it was this particular situation that's now put her in the freezer box. Now, what's happened is simply this. You see, in Harry and Meghan's camp, you're either with them or you're not with them, right? And the problem is that they've decided that this particular person, Princess Eugenie, is now one of those people that allegedly can no longer be trusted. And it's all down to this man, that's right. You see, basically, Eugenie was pictured coming out of the pub owned by the former breakfast host. And if you remember, the breakfast host was given the boot from ITV, all thanks for saying that he didn't believe many of the outrageous claims that Meghan particularly had said in the Oprah Winfrey interview, which saw him released from a £600,000 a year job, high profile, and all the lucrative asides. Now, ITV still have never really apologised back to him, and seemingly there's no chance of that job ever coming back. But it was interesting because this picture with Eugenie set off a catalyst of events. And according to a source very close to Meghan Markle, apparently now she's on the other side and allegedly not to be trusted. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is an innocent picture of a girl, in my opinion, who literally mixes in all walks of life, doesn't necessarily think this is a plan, I'm going to do this or I'm going to say that. But in Meghan and Harry's world, you have to be one or the other. And the other problem that you have is when you're one or the other is you either have to be, well, definitely 100% with them. And if you're not, a picture like this can apparently freeze you out. There was no discussion, no reasoning, but apparently when Eugenie tried to put a call through to reach, well, the number now no longer works. And she figured that's exactly now the problem. The problem, though, for Harry and Meghan is that they're losing friends at the rate of knots. And suddenly, when they could do with somebody, perhaps on the inside within the British monarchy, to support, guide and offer them at least some friendship, well, it goes back to one thing. You're either devoted or you're not. And seemingly, according to the insiders, well, Eugenie is now no longer devoted enough. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.